to do is stop begging for your rights, get the hell off of your knees, and start voting like a big girl.
Well, I couldn't agree more, except for the girl part, but I think people, not just girls. So let's break it down. Bombshell Bell, I think her name is. I came across that on my For You page after seeing a whole bunch of people complaining about getting hit in the face, especially a lot of females in New York. And she makes a great argument. I loved her video. It was a great starter. I like how she stitched it. So please look at that video for reference. Take a look. I probably need to add her to my repertoire and follow her. She seems like a very smart lady. So if you haven't known this, it's probably been all over your For You page, but there's a lot of women saying they got a goose egg because some dude just came up and hit them. You got women blaming incels, women blaming um, the Channing Tatum, whatever his name is, that kickboxer, whatnot, MGTOW, the whole shebang. And it's just not one entity, it's a multifaceted thing. Look, people, it's illegal to carry mace in New York. It's illegal to carry a firearm in New York. If Crocodile Dundee went to New York, I'm sure he couldn't have that machete, that Bowie knife he had inside. So, on top of that, you have the massive illegal immigrants coming in. Okay. I'm pretty sure they don't know all the laws. There's been problems with them. You have the homeless people. You had a guy on a subway that was protecting people from homeless people. And well, look at that guy went to jail for being a good Samaritan. So we are learning as men, as people in society, if you go out and you help someone, you're probably putting yourself in danger too. So yeah, you might save their life, but you're probably going to take a big downfall as well. So why? There's always a little bit of self-preservation for everybody. So it doesn't make good integral sense. You've defunded the police. You've got it so that in New York that bail is no longer a thing. So you're not putting people in jail. So even if that guy does get caught hitting multiple women, he gets in jail. He's probably spends 24 hours in there, and boom, he's out on the street again doing the same damn thing he was doing prior. Police don't want to get involved because, well, again, self-preservation again, and they don't want to get too involved because either A, their hands tied, or B, they're gonna if they stick their neck out too far, it's liable to get lopped off. Not to justify the police in anything, but that's kind of the facts of the parameter. That's the way to look at it. You have to admit that's how some people are looking at it, and you can't defend yourself. You can't do this. You can't do that. Um, and really, you think it's all just incels? You think it's Legacy? No. Um, so I'm pretty sure it might not be just women, but it's mainly the women that are first thing that they do. They don't call the police. They put a TikTok up. That's amazing. Um, there's been a couple videos that have women that have actually taken photos of their attacker, which is great. Fully recommend. But there's like a couple different people. So sometimes you're saying it's the one person, or it's a multiple people, or it's a big conspiracy. This is what happens. You have made the powder keg, and now it's starting to blow. This isn't. It hasn't blown yet. You're just getting the nice bright light of the stick the cord that's been lit. So it will blow. You got the National Guard in your subways, and how's that working out? It's still not doing good, is it? No. So, New York, you got problems. And like this lady said, you need to start voting. And like I've said always, vote in your small elections. Just don't wait for the big one. Don't wait for the president. Vote for your smaller government and let that build up. If we control our smaller government and we can gain control of larger state government, then we can control the federal government. Because that's the way it was kind of intended, right? We're putting all this nonsense in a two-party system. You're either on one team or another team. And I've always said to that, screw off. I'm not going to be. I was taught a long time ago. New Jack City taught me don't be a part of gangs. So, and Boys in the Hood. So it's a multifaceted problem. It's just not one thing or another thing. All these things have led up to this. It could be a homeless person. It could be an illegal immigrant. It could be both that are participating in these crimes. And no matter what, no one should be cold cocked like that. Woman, man, or dog. I'd be more upset if it was a dog, tell you the truth, but I love dogs. So, but again, women are complaining that men aren't stepping up. Again, why should we? Because we had that guy in the subway. So, you hear all these different messages, and they all contradict what's kind of going on depending on what happens. So, make principled decision and stick with it, high hell or high water. If you need to revamp, then revamp and restate your position and completely have it changed. And let's completely change our government, especially in New York. So I'll reiterate for all the ladies out there, no one should get punched. That means a female to a male or a male to a female on male, female on female. I don't care. The only time a violence is needed to be is violence was perpetrated on you and you're doing it in self-defense. Seneca says, what is done out of anger is normally 10 times worse than the offense. And in this case, if the men that punched those ladies were striking out of anger, it was more than 10 times the offense, because I don't think those women did anything to them. I think they only perceived that women like that did something to them. Same thing as a lot of women have. Men have done something to them, which they haven't. We both are guilty, both sexes, all groups. Doesn't matter race, color, creed, or sexuality. So let's get together a little bit more and get along a little bit better. And this has been an old man opinion. Have a great and wonderful one.